What's going on with y'all? Welcome back, all my boys out there. Thank y'all for tuning in to another video, and welcome y'all for making this Saturday's beautiful video. And I just want to let y'all know at the start of the video what my new plans are and what I've been doing for the last at least week here since I've returned to the channel. So I'm looking to just make my uploads here every Wednesday and Saturday, just twice a week. I don't want to overdo it. Like I said, I'm still in school and college and stuff, so still got a lot of stuff I got to do, a lot of things I got to work on. And I can't really just take the time every time to, be making 3 or 4 a week. So Wednesdays and Saturdays is what I'm looking for. But thank y'all for tuning in here and welcome back into the video, man. If I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's been a rough last 3 or so months of my life, but we're gonna get into that, and we're gonna start talking about that with y'all, man. In the last 3 months, there's just been a lot. Like I'm telling you, a compound of maybe like 5 different very large things that happen. In this video that I'm specifically making this topic about isn't particularly like huge. Obviously I love my man, but it's not as big as a lot of the other news that's happened, and I'm not gonna share everything with you guys because it's personal. But there's just been a lot of things going on in my life that's had me really, I kind of a lot of down, and it's part of why I came back. Just because honestly, when I'm down, man, I like to go on this channel and talk to my brothers. I feel like I'm with y'all, so it's gonna be a little bit of a different video than we're used to. But I just appreciate y'all for even showing out for it, man. So recently, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I had to say bye to my main man, Kitty, bro. Last week during spring break, I actually had live streamed and made videos on the day that this happened, and it was really unexpected, honestly. It came completely out of the blue for me, but it is what it is. Stuff like that sometimes just happens. So I'll tell y'all exactly what happened with my man, and I'll tell y'all about who he was and how he was, bro. Because I want y'all to understand this is not just, your regular cat that was living in a house, you know what I'm saying, sitting up there shitting in a little litter box and hiding in the attic. He was a warrior, a trained, destined Spartan of a cat. I'm telling you, because we lived out in the country, and he never would be able to allowed to come inside. My brother had a cat allergy, and he shed a boatload, so the cat was never allowed to come in. He lived out in the garage and basically lived out in the wilderness and lived on his own, but he loved all of us. He was really a super cool dude, man. Let me tell y'all about this guy. So my cat's name was Kitty, bro, and I'll tell y'all about how we first met this beautiful brother, Kitty, that, as you can tell by the title, passed away very recently. So basically, I was like 6 years old. I was chilling at my house, you know what I'm saying, and my older brother, was getting ready to go to tackle football practice at that time. I think he was in let's see, if I was 6, he'd have been 7th grade. So yeah, my older brother, he was getting ready for his football practice, and my dad was out there in the garage with me. We had the garage door open, and walking into the garage door is this little white, angelic, beautiful cat, bro. And apparently, and I don't remember this exactly, but my mom told me that I was like, Mom, I was begging her to keep him because he was just random stray cat, and I was like, Mom, he's obviously sent from heaven. Look at him, he's a white cat. We need to keep him. We can't get rid of him. And my mom just, she had too much heart. And my dad also wanted to keep him because for him being around literally that day, not long at all. He just rolled around. We said what's up to him, but my family was like, no, we can't keep him. He caught moles, and then eventually we had to go get food to feed him. I went with my dad. We gave him some milk and some cat food from a local gas station hours later because he just stuck around our house meowing. You could tell he was so hungry. But he actually caught us 2 moles in that time, bro. So my dad was like, if you're going to be catching moles, you know what I'm saying, little homie wants you so bad, me as a 6-year-old. And, we're like, we can keep him. My dad said we can keep him a day for however many moles that he catches. So we put a tally mark out on the wood out in the garage. And it eventually got up to be literally over maybe 40 within the first few weeks because he was just catching them left and right, bruh. So my dad was like, you know what? He's earned his permanent residence, and we got to keep our main man. Now, the issue was with naming this fella. And I wanted to call him, I don't want to give away my name, though I've said it before. I try and keep it a little more private. I wanted to name him My Name Junior, just because I was 6. I wanted that. I don't know. My sister wanted to name him Snowball, so neither of us could get what we just wanted, so we had to compromise here. We just named him Kitty. But then, just as time rolls by, family gives him different nicknames and whatever. Like, my mom started calling him Coot, and my brother started calling him Coot. And so Coot, Kitty, I still called him Kitty. I call him my main man because he was a cool-ass dude. He was a defender, bro, and he was a very, very good cat. So that's the story about how we met him, man. And I got so many pictures of him. I know I'm gonna flash some through the screen throughout this, but he was a very, very good cat, bro. And he would just kill shit for us and be a protector. And he would stand up there, and there would be so many other cats, like stray cats, that would roll up, and he would just get in cat fights with, like, his face, especially when he was a lot younger. Like, he would come back with cuts all over his face, but, like, he won them fights, bro. He was literally, I'm telling you, a Spartan gladiator cat. And it's sad that he has to rest in peace. He lived to be 13 years old, so, fellas, I'm 19. We first got him when I was 6, so he got to live a good life. And it's, I don't feel that bad for the fact that he went too early or anything like that. It was just, it was just one more random thing that added on to, like, the 5 other things that's happened. That's like, fuck, man. You ever have those days, man? It's just like, it's just hard to keep getting up and keep going. And obviously, a cat isn't that, giant major, because I loved him, but he wasn't, you know what I mean? I don't know, like, I don't know what else to say, man. I love my cat, bro, but, like, obviously I got to keep going about life. But, it was just on top of so many other things that's going on in my life and with my family that, it's just really sad. And just another thing that's tearing me down. So this happened about a week and a half ago that we had to put him down, and it was really unexpected. If I'm going to be honest with you fellas, I was at my crib. My mom rolled up, and she was like, I didn't even know that she was going to come over, really. She just came up. She was at the crib where I was dog sitting these dogs last week. I don't know if any of y'all were there for the streams, but I was live streaming while I was dog sitting these dogs before this happened. And my mom rolls up, and she's like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I've been with Kitty all day up at the hospital, the main hospital up at, in the middle of the city. And she's like, they're saying it's not looking good for him. We either are going to have to get, like some... He's very weak, so he's probably going to die. If we really wanted to, we could have got chemotherapy for him. But it's like, why subject him to that, bro? He's going to be so miserable and just dying and falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants that for their cat. Nobody wants that as a human, and we're not going to do that to Kitty. He was already a little bit weaker by this point as it was, but it turned out he had cancer. We never even knew that. Somewhere. They didn't even do tests on directly where. They just said he had a lot of cancer in his system. And like we said, man, he was an outdoor cat. He was a fighter. He was a warrior. He very rarely went to the vet. Like, he would get his shots. That way he didn't get rabies and stuff. But other than that, he wasn't going to the vet after getting cut up by cats. He was, he was living life. It is what it was, bro. He was a warrior of the wilderness. And he will be missed. He was a great protector of the home. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But basically, I was kind of in shock. I went up to the hospital with my mom, or the cat hospital. I was like, damn, I didn't know I was even going to have to, I was not expecting this moment, like, to go put down Kitty. But it is what it is. And we went up there, and they kept us in, like, this office room for, like, about literally an hour waiting for him. And I was like, bruh. And then they brought him in here, and he like, we had an opportunity to keep him going if we thought that maybe he did, like, maybe he didn't look as bad as we thought. They were going to give us, like, an appetite stimulant and some like, antibiotics for some of his, like, respiratory stuff. But it was just really hard for him to breathe when they brought him in, and you could tell that. And my mom, we sat with him for, like, 5 to 10 minutes, and my mom was like, you ready to call for them? And she didn't say it in, like, a bad way. My mom's a very, very loving lady. She loved Kitty, too. But she was just like, I don't know what we can do for him. And he just laid down, and you could hear how labored his breathing was. He was like, like, as a cat, Like, bro, you can't, I know this has to be hard for you, my brother. I know this can't be easy for you, buddy. And I'm sorry, man. So, but anyways, and I was like, Ma, they made us wait like an hour to get him. I am not, I refuse to only spend spend less time with him than I spent waiting for him to get here. So, due to my request, we sat with Kitty. And my mom, she wanted to too, but she was just like, it was just really sad. It's been, my mom, I say I've been going through a lot lately, y'all. My mom has been going through hell lately. Okay, she's been very stressed out, so this was just another thing on her shoulders too. And I love my mother, folks. And I'm sorry about this video for y'all. This is a very, very different video. It's not quite as entertaining. It's not quite as upbeat or a typical wage. But I just want to, y'all are my brothers out here watching these videos. Y'all, I really appreciate y'all. Just being a part of my life and being my friends out there, really. If you sub and you come into these videos repetitively, you comment, bro, I want to get to know you too, man. You like my friend, really, because, yeah, I like, y'all know me, So if y'all want to be friends, just start commenting on videos, bro. Keep coming back. Y'all my boys, man. So, but I'm just making this a little more of a somber video. I've never even made a video like this or of this style, but I just want to be more honest with you guys. But anyways, so we were up in there. They brought Kitty up in, and so we sat with them a while. I said my goodbyes, and then they came in and let him go to the next world. I've never done that with a pet before. It was a little weird, and I was really sad. And if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there was like, it was just, I don't know. It was really unexpected and odd. But then I went back. My mom dropped me off back where I was watching them dogs that other day. You know what I'm saying? When I was live streaming with y'all, and I never thought I would be so sad. And we had to put down one of our other dogs that was only 5, like maybe 2 years ago. And I cried, but only for like the first couple days, which I guess is what I did for Kitty. But it's like, I was never expecting to cry so hard after losing Kitty, bro. But just being there with him and being in his last moments, and it's like, I love this fucking cat, man. He's been there my whole life since I was 6 and shit, So I loved him, man. It was just really sad. And I went back and sat with these people's dogs that were still very young and alive, and I just thought about my cat alone that night, if I'm going to be honest with y'all. It was a really sad evening that night, but, this is more of a somber video, but I just wanted to say R.I.P. Main Man. I wanted to share this with my brothers so somebody else can remember Kitty at least out there, that cares about him or would have cared about him maybe, So I'm going to flash some pictures through the screen, through this video, as it goes on, but I love y'all, fellas. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening, bro. R.I.P. Main Man, Kitty, bro. And y'all have a tremendous night. And I hope y'all, thank y'all for being there for me. Just want to let y'all know this. And, yeah, I love y'all, fellas. Take care of your pets, man. Take care of your family. And love the ones you love. I'll catch you, brothers.